Oh, it's a big school of them, biggest school of them. I'm looking at the biggest muddy. That's tea for us. You know, like the travelling part of it's good, but it's what you get up to. That's where it's at. Do I get them both? No, one's chasing the other one. Oh, right in the shallows. They were like in ankle deep water. This year's going to be something else. Alright. So, thought I'd do the right thing and clean up underneath this ute. Get a bit of gunk out. There's not much in there because we went through a bit of water, so it's pretty clean, but I'm going to give it another touch up with a gurney. And hopefully it should be easy for the lads when they do the suspension. Easier. So we'll get into it. Might even give the ute a clean. It's been a while, the poor bugger. But what I am going to do, because it's here, so this is, bear in mind, this is my neighbour's place, so thanks again for letting me use it, Graham. This is going to be a good chance to give this Blue Eddy a go. There's no specs on this. I haven't seen anything on it about wattage draw, just voltage. Good thing about these things is they got that much protection things in them, so shouldn't hurt it. But yeah, it'll be a good test for it. So I'm gonna run this off that bad boy and just plug him into water and away we go. Who's the man? Just like Jesse James. Well, I got a bit carried away. We're down to 69%, but that is completely going all out with the ute. Obviously the chassis, and then I got carried away with the the tray, the alley work in the front. So the whole lot got, even the back of the floor. It looks clean again. Now we're actually going to wash it. Right, it's about as clean as the old girl's going to get on the outside. She's looking much more spruced up and all that. So I reckon I was at it for a good, I'm not sure, didn't even check the time, maybe an hour, like, you know, stopping and going obviously. 48%. So, and what were we chewing on average? About 1,000 watts. So that can handle that, no worries. And yeah, well, only down to 48, and I really got into it. Like the chassis was the main thing, you know. I got stuck into that, and then decided to wash the car at the same time. But yeah, we've got to do the inside. Get it all done today because tomorrow morning we'll be up nice and early and straight into Townsville. Excited. Today's the day. On our way in to get this suspension done. How good is this? Mum's coming in too. I was just going to wander around the streets for a bit. We'll go in and we'll chill out and have a look around, and then I can get a few other things I needed, which I wouldn't have been able to if I was walking. A little bit nervous, you know. I don't like dropping my car off at places. But no, well, where I'm going, they've got a good name for themselves, so I have no doubt they're to be looked after. Just more the fact that if they come across something else that's wrong, or, you know, them little surprises. So I'll be hanging out for that phone call to let me know she's all ready and good to go. Good morning. Well, it's the day after. So yesterday we end up getting into town, dropping the ute off at the guys at NQ Springs in Townsville, and top bunch of lads. That always makes it easier, you know, when you're dropping your vehicle off or getting something done when they're yeah, good fellas. So got that done, did that in the morning. Then me and Mum went and did a bit of bonding time, went around shopping. Aldi, I haven't been to a Aldi in like years. This is only my second time I've been to one. And yeah, I have one in Townsville, so I end up going to that one, having a look around, chilling out, having dinner in the shopping centre. And then yeah, I got dropped back off at the place where the utes getting done. It was given a bit of grief and that, but they wanted to give it a bit of extra loving too. So I end up saying, "Oh, keep it overnight," you know, and gave me a good excuse. Well, I ended up getting a motel room, like a cabin for the night. Good little view. Almost made me want to go for a swim, but yeah, didn't bring me G-string or tog, so. But no, so yeah, they dropped me off out here, which was a bonus. So today's the day that we're going to go in and we're going to pick her up. And a shout out to Brit. I do, as soon as I seen her, I knew I'd seen her face before. And it's from TikTok. Yeah, her and her partner make little videos and that as well, and they're on YouTube. I'll put a picture of their what do you call it, their profile and their name up in the thing for you. So I can't remember exactly how to say it, I don't want to say it wrong. But yeah, cheers guys, and again, thanks for fixing me real. I'm going to be smashing some barra this year. Yeah, so today's the day. We'll head in, pick her up, and cheers guys for you know, going that little bit of extra for me. And yeah, I got a decent trip coming up, so that's a real bonus. But yeah, we'll head in, pick him up, and for now I'm just gonna chill out here. This is the deadly little room, pretty cool, eh? On me travels, I've done like that much different jobs and that, you know, just ran from housekeeping. And you know that when I rang the people yesterday, they were real nice. So when someone's nice to you, you feel like being nice back. So it's nice to the housekeepers anyway. I went and stripped the bed for them. I always usually do that, if you get a nice welcoming. It's not often I stop at room. So yeah, no, Dunny and shower and everything. So missing me girl, eh? Dodge. Grandma and Granddad are looking after her for the night. She's probably going to chew me leg off. Then again, she probably won't, because she'll be over full, because I'm sure she'll be getting plenty of extra treats. I have no doubt. Alright, so after leaving the cabin, got a lift back to NQ Springs. Shout out to the taxi driver. I had a good old yarn with him. Hopefully I scored myself another sub too. Anyway, got dropped back off at yeah, the NQ Springs, and I can't thank these lads enough for what they've done for us, you know. The ute was given a bit of grief in that, but they managed to get everything done. And I'll tell you what, you don't realise how gone your suspension was, because you're that used to driving it, and coming home, holy shit, what a difference. I'm still like holding on over train tracks, and when you hit bridges that you know are rough and you just don't even feel, it just drives so much better, so much more smoother for a four-wheel drive anyway. Probably would have been about 6 people I contacted, 6 different companies, you know, because you're going to spend a bit of money in that, and you just want to do your homework and make sure, you know, you're going to the right spot. And that, it's hard, you know, how do you pick? But I'm so glad I chose them guys. And at the end of the day, they were the first mobs they were the first one that I rang up when I started, and I rang between Townsville and back in Mackay. So yeah, and I'm happy I chose them. A good bunch of lads, you know. It was good just to chill out there and hang tight for it. So they got a bit of gear in there too, if you're ever looking. But and they got this hell of a car they've just done up. Sorry, pictures up of it. Holy, this thing was a monster. So whew, I'll tell you, that thing was huge, pretty neat. But anyway, it's all done now. Ended up getting home yesterday. I think Dodge and the pups were missing me. Me and Mum, we went around a few different shops. We ended up getting random stuff. So, because I got that Blue Eddy now, I instead of taking me cord out of the camper trailer, I was in Kings and can't go wrong. And it feels quite good. So now I just got to make up a bit of a patch lead to go to MC4 cables, but end up going there, end up doing them odd jobs that, you know, you've been wanting to do for ages, but I'm never in a place where I've got so much of a range and to be able to get stuff. So something as simple as that is going to make my life so much easier for me water tanks. 2 of them, 1 for each tank. A couple of Caribbeans or whatever you call them, snap hooks, Stano ones. I've got them for the tie downs on the actual awning, so I can put them to the rope, and then it's just a matter of clipping them straight on and pegging, doing the bottom. So I'll see how they go anyway. I'll see a few other things getting around that look like a half decent idea. So, but for now, I just use the normal rope. But yeah, and then look, not the hugest fan of these. I do like them. I think they're a brilliant idea. But when I've had them in the past, it's just because I'm always shutting them and closing them, and because I live out of it 24/7. So after a while, the rubber perishes, especially when you're using it for washing up. So you're putting hot water in it and that. But yeah, but it's gonna be brilliant for now because it's gonna fit in a nice little spot because I am limited to space in the ute camp. Yeah, it'll work good. And got that, and got a bit of box alley. So last step, we made the mount to house the Starlink dish when we're traveling. Well, now I'm going to make the mount for when we pull up and set it up. So still not sure where on the ute we're going to put it yet, but I'll find a spot and got to do that. A few little things I got. And the suspension. Oh mate, you can't really see much, I guess, but geez, it's like the shiniest thing on here. So I end up going EFS. So I've tried a few different brands over the years. This is the second time I've had EFS, and I liked it on the GQ, so it was a big toss up. What I had on here before was that Raw, and it wasn't bad either. It worked really well, but yeah, I was, like I said, ringing around everywhere, and yeah, and this come up and not too bad priced, and couldn't ask for better workmanship from them. So I got the complete kit. We get front shocks, rear leafs. I went 500 constant in the rear. Front springs. I got me caster bushes done in the radius arms, so now she's yeah, riding real well already. Now I've got to pull my finger out because I feel like I'm running around like a headless chook and get these jobs done. Just the little ones, but they all add up, and well, I've still got that boat trailer, but the old weather's holding me off on that. Tell you what, this fishing's gonna be mad. Well, we got to get to it. That's going to make life so much easier. So now, eventually I'll get a brass fitting for the end too, more for rocks and that, but touch wood, I haven't had nothing hit it yet, and if it does, it's just going to smash that. It's not going to leak water because the tap's up right tucked up here. Yeah, we'll do that, but now it's just, I used to have to drop the water in a bucket of water and pump from the bucket of water if I wanted to have pressure. But yeah, it's going to be as simple as plugging the tap into it now. I can run this straight out here, straight into the pump on my ute, and then I've got pressured water. And not only that, it's a lot easier when filling a tank too, because you can plug it in from the bottom and fill the tank up. It's easy enough to put it in from the top filler, but the thing with that is, at least now I don't have to worry about the hose spitting back out the fuller it gets. Can't come off here. Another thing too, I've got little breathers on these caps, so that's your whole filler, but on the filler too you got this little black knob, and it's a like a breather, so you'd know if you're trying to get water out of something like this and there's no breather, it just doesn't want to come out very good. So what I always do is when I am on the road, if this tap were to open for some silly reason, a rock got it right in the right spot, I always shut my breathers while I'm traveling. So if the tap does happen to open, it's gonna slowly drain, but you might catch it beforehand, but at least it's not just gonna go all drop out real quick because the breather's open. So always tighten them off while I'm on my trips. So what I meant with these is with them little carabines is they'll clip up here. So instead of just tying this rope onto it every time, because I don't really want to leave it on there just the way it wraps up. I really don't want that to be wrapped up in the material and over time rub if it sits the wrong place and it rubs over time. So we'll make them so they attach and come off easy. We're doing a little half hitch or something. I think I went, just for anyone who wants to know, 6 mil. Probably even could have went an 8 mil and that might have sat in there a bit neater. I don't want to leave too much overhang because the ropes are a bit short as well. Nice. Bob's your uncle. So if there's one question or two questions that I get asked the most on my travels, especially when I meet people and that on the road, one would have to be where have I been, and the other one would have to be my favourite spot since travelling. And it's really hard to tell people, you know, exactly if they don't have an idea of the town or what's nearby. So I've always seen them, but I've never thought about put one on the ute. I'm not sure why, but it's the best thing I've ever done. Now I'm going to find out. But I had a chat with old mate at Dave's Decals, so Dave and Jackie. He sent me out a couple of Australian maps. I think they've been out for a while, but I'm a bit slow, you know. But yeah, he sent me out a couple of maps. So these are the maps. I've got a couple of sizes because I wasn't sure exactly which was going to suit it the most, but it ended up being, I went the medium size and this is the small size. The medium fit quite well. But now, how good is this? When I'm having a chat with people from now on, because no one carries a map in their pocket, now I can just say, here, come for a walk. Bring them up to the ute and say, so here we are, and this is where I've been, and you know, yardie yardie. Well, this is where I've come from. Or my favourite spot, which I can't even answer that. One thing I do know is I love the NT. The NT is the bomb. It's a good all-round place. Look, I still love me Queensland. Obviously WA, haven't seen a lot of it yet. But the old NT, I keep going back there. But yeah, so now I can show people. It's right on the ute. And one other thing too, I thought about. I always like how sometimes you see in our videos they have that little car or whatever plane going around the map and showing you where to next, and I've kind of never really figured out how to do that sort of thing, but it doesn't matter because I see, if I wanted to I probably could have, but I'm glad I didn't, because now, like, before an episode starts, if I know I'm going somewhere, I'm going to say, so alright, here we are here, you know, obviously I'll zoom in for you, and then we're going to go travel all the way up around here and across to there. How cool is that? That's just made life so much easier for me. Cheers, Dave. Awesome, I'm digging it. So like I said, this is the medium one, for those who are wondering. I think it was about 400, be not too far off it. Pretty, yeah, it wasn't much of a difference between across and up and down, but that fits in there good. Good sticker too, obviously. They had a film on the front of it for like a sunscreen film, which you peel off after you've stuck on, so last that little bit longer. Nice one.